Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. So digging in now, Oliver Hayton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch.
Oliver
Fastball in there for a called strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, but let's not focus on that. They're 1-0. Last game they were able to get a W. Let's see if they continue that momentum today and start playing some consistent baseball. That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff.
To short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
And that one just missed outside. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Froze him with a high fastball. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Pump was all over it and made a great call.
Swing, and he pops him up, but this will land untouched. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Bureau, is strike early.
batting fourth, third baseman Brandon Drury.
First base.
Now at the plate, Jason.
Now batting, captain Jason Ellison.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. Scranton Wilkes-Barre jumped out to an early.
A pitcher is confronted with a less than stellar stat. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs. In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost because any situation can be a teaching opportunity.
Welcome to MLB. Now to the plate, Adrian McMahon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they dropped the first 3 games of this road trip, but you got to find a way to shower it off. I always said that when I left the field after I took that shower after the game, it's got to go down the drain. That game has got to go away. They find themselves in a new series right now with a chance to redeem themselves.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team's starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally start and get back in this.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Willie Palacios, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Leading off the inning, Jack McGee, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Digging in, Jose Osuna. He's looking to run his hitting streak to an even 10 games. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Ball 2 now.
2 balls, no strike.
The 2-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Now in the box, Sebastian Hernandez. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Takes a good curveball at the knees. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And a diving try in left, but he can't come up with it. Osuna ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they now trail by only 2.
Yeah, you want to applaud the effort as he sells out for it, but the smarter move would have been to take a deeper angle and cut the ball off. He does that, and the runner probably doesn't score from first. On the flip side, great piece of hitting right there.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Mitchell. Land.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Hernandez at third with 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Sardinas. Throw in time, and the side is retired. At the plate, Sam Gonzalez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Adrian McMahon. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Hit in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at-bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Into the box, Willie Palacios. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder on the run. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jack McGee. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Next will be Jose Osuna. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. 1-1 to count. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kapler into shallow left. He's there and records the first out. Striding in once again, Sebastian Hernandez pulls this one into the air out into right field. Guerra sprinting after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding in, Jacob Stallings. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. In there, 0-1. Down the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. Sent out to straightaway center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs, no hits. Digging in to try it again, Mitchell Lang comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1-1 home. Line drive to left. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down. Ready for another chance. Sam Gonzalez 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
That's inside.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
The count now at 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adrian McMahon. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. He takes a fastball on the inside corner.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking his zone. They have to get more aggressive.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Phillip Evans. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Number 13 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is ready once again. Jose Osuna. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Just hung in there on that one. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2. This is hit softly to third. And that's out number 1. Ready for another shot now, Sebastian Hernandez.
Right fielder.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter.
Catcher, Jacob.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and way worse.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Luis Hernandez is on now out.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish.
Minor League Baseball. Now batting, Everett Conrad. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And we are underway here this evening as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
This round over to first. Glove by Cabrera, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Angel Caruso, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
No balls and a strike to count. And that misses 1-1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now the 2-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Freddie Campillo. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Neff has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
Ernesto Fernandez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Hedges stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch is high. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. 2-1. Here it is. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Tauchman is after it. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Calling for it, Manzanillo, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Columbus is out in front, 1-0. Now at the plate, Everett Conrad. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Everett Conrad.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Sliders in for a strike. Hit on down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So striding in, Angel Caruso. He singled his last time up. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
1 out, nobody on. High and deep to right center. Tauchman on the move. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
First baseman number 2.
Stepping in, Chris Bowden. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now, 2-1.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with.
The batter, number 1. Designated hitter, Freddie Campillo.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Toledo Mud Hens took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Billy Franchise is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Billy Franchise.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Carbajal. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
A swing and a ground ball to third. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called to strike. Carbajal stands at second. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Missed with a slider. Fly ball out to right field. Moving under it, Guerra. One out. The relay throw, and he is in there. Steve Selski will bat next. 4-1. One out and a runner on third. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Number 13 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Digging in once again, Richard Orr. He'll start the seventh in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. Strike one to start the at-bat. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
That's back-to-back breaking ball. throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Striding into the box, Stuart Turner. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And that's taken for strike 1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get in there safely.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders.
Now batting, shortstop, Stephen Jan.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Louisville took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Sammy Cabrera gets... Billy Franchise will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. This round over the first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Into the box now, Chris Bostic. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Hit on the ground out to short. Lopez over to his left. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Ngopet gonna have to hurry. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Settling in now, Jeffrey Gage. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. 0-1 the count. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Edgar Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Slider up that he gets a call on. There's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. Get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. That's inside. 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to...
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
There's ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Lovett, man at first after the 2-out walk. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. Well,
the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. So no runs, no base hits. Striding in once again, Willie Palacios. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Clifford Kramer.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
2-2. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Kramer stands at first with 1 out. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and it's a foul ball. Again, another foul ball. The big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Slow roller left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on Luis Hernandez. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Indianapolis. Billy Franchise takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 69.
Digging in once again, Sebastian Hernandez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the 1-0. Fouled away. Working to keep them in the game here. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Sent on the ground out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on Elias Diaz, the next to hit. 3rd AB for him here. His previous efforts have resulted in a pop out and a double play. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Tough slider down low for a strike. Towards second. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adrian McMahon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Ready once again, Archie Morrow. He flew out in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Grounded up the first baseline. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Digging in and looking for more, Edgar Diaz. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Digging in to try it again, Jack McGee. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter. That was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jack McGee is retired to kick off the inning. First offering on its way. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And that one stayed too low apparently. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
And that misses 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Santiago Samuel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 0-1 the count.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel.
Heading out towards shallow right. Osuna is under it, and that retires the side. So they breeze through this half. Luis Hernandez.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this
Billy Franchise will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. From the stretch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay. Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Danny Martin, 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Curveball stays a little high that time. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. 2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. Ready for another shot now. Matt Conrad from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Matt Conrad is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Ahmad Bragg is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Standing in, Eric Riddle. He flew out in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Ngope settles under it near second. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on it. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go John Ilez. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Heater gets turned around.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in the switch hitter, Willis Ponder. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Roberto Gonzalez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Rochester took the lead in the 4th.
This AAA player has been generating a lot of buzz with his stellar play of late. Excellence commands attention. If he keeps it up, visits from reporters will become commonplace, and an invitation to the big stage inevitable. A pitching coach checks in with a member of his staff.
Billy Franchise comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. In there, no balls and a strike. Now a little looper back up the middle, and that's going to fall, a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going. From the stretch, lofted in the air out toward right center. Neff is calling for it, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Digging in, Rod McCann. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Neff is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Robbie Grossman, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Espinoza is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and a couple of men. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Pena. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. So 1-1 home. Count is 1-2 now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow.
Fouled off. Is a fastball that misses. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Now batting, designated
Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. Number 12 comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Ready now, Andrew Castilla. And they start him out away with a cold strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run. Again, another foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
As a pitcher, so you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Neff is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. 9th inning coming up. And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Here's the first pitch. And he'll try and get that winning run into scoring position as he puts this one down. One there. So striding forward now, Francisco Pena. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Strike one to start the at-bat. And he lays off for ball one. And he misses 2-1. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike two.
Swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number two.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means Luis Hernandez comes on to start the home 10th.
It's times like these that I wish we were paid by the inning. The game seemed endless, but the fireworks at the top.
Billy Franchise takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. Now they're both into scoring position.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Ngope backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. If you're looking.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they let him off the hook here by. Ready once again, Austin Romine. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Orlando Uribe. He singled his last time up. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-1's the count.
High in the air down the right field line. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Oliver Payton. He flew out in his last at bat. Now here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. We're in the seventh inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those. In right here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Lopez over to his right, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. Striding in once again, Peter Sasaki. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Popped him up. Ngope is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Brandon Drury will bat next. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Soft liner towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
A ball and a strike now. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Drury, base runner at first with 1 out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Luis Hernandez enters from the pen. Pitching and defense game. 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Billy Franchise enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Stephen Jang. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Skied into straightaway right. Guerra moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Guerra has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. No runs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bouncer up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Rolando Sauer is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Lifted the other way out to left center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can.
Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Steve Selski will bat next. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an inning-ending double play.
High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Digging in once again, Gary Hayashi. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Looped out toward third. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. Leading off the inning, Maurice Linden, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That's wide, 2-0.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
No balls and a strike to count. Soft liner toward short, and 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Walsh. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Joe Jimenez.
Now pitching for Toledo.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Toledo Mud Hens jumped out to an
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Toledo. Number 69.
Ready for another chance. Richard Kim, a hit in 2 tries so far. A ball and no strikes. And that one just missed outside.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at. but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Coming to the plate now, Danny Santana. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Paul leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he falls behind 0-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that. The pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. A ball in. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. 2 out with the man at first. Behind 0-2 now.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
But there's your textbook waste.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Joe Jimenez will come on at 3-2 to finish in tonight's game. Toledo wrote an important 6.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Toledo.
Now to the plate, Danny Santana. 0-3. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Hit line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. A 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Espinoza is camped under this one. 1 down. Digging in to try it again, Jamie Guardado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
You know, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball down in the zone, good things will happen.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Line toward the alley in left center, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. In to score, the runner from second. Striding forward now is the DH, Pablo Sandoval. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
First baseman, number 6, Richard
Ramirez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Good curveball, strike 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on. Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Is swung on and missed. He got him. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. In now, David Santiago. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? That breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
And that is through into right field for a single.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. The one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
center fielder, number 7,
A high fastball is in there. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Chopped weakly to the left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 hit in the inning, but that Alberto Alonso. 5-1 the final total in today's game. The Toledo Mud Hens took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end.
A pitcher who's been inefficient from the stretch of late is given a coach up. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. The player is informed that he is being sent back down to Double-A ball. Sometimes the road to the show can be a long and winding one. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic. A call to the skipper's office can mean a lot of things. In this case, it involves good news. Better news, even, than can initially be grasped. For a player this young, to go from Double-A right to a major league roster is a rare. A fast-rising young player is welcomed for the first time to a major league roster. At least for today. His new skipper offers words of wisdom and inspiration as he prepares to make his debut appearance on the show's big stage.